Hello everyone, welcome back to Cursed on Late Night Gaming. Here we are on day 5 and 6 of the Invictus Launch week for 2,953. This is Anvil Day. Everything here is Anvil. I don't believe there's any new additions. I think like the Aegis on display the last 2 days, it was ships that already existed, but the good thing is they are all for sale if you wanted to buy them in the pledge store. So yeah, we have a lot to look at here, so let's get started. Running over here, let's look at the guide like we always do. Okay, I take that back. There isn't a lot to look at. Well, downstairs there's the Anvil, Spartan, Centurion, and Ballista, so there's some ground vehicles here. But upstairs in the main hall we have Anvil Gladiator, the Carrack, the Hawk, the Arrow, Terrapin, and then the two Pisces. And then the Hornets and the Valkyrie and the Lightning. The Lightning I don't believe is for sale. And I'll be shocked if you can rent it. I'd certainly like to try. Let's see what we can do there. All right. Starting off with the Arrow. Everyone knows the Arrow. It's the ship that you're either really good at or really terrible at. It's between that and the Gladius are the two best light fighters in the game. I personally am not very good at it. So I believe it is $75 in the store. So for $75 you can have, I'm not sure, I think there might even be a game package. But for $75 you can have the best ship, the best fighter in the game. It's super fast and super nimble. It doesn't have the shields of the Gladius, but it is quicker. I don't know how it compares to the new Fury ships, but it certainly has a quantum drive, so it has that advantage. Okay, moving along here. The Carrack. Now the Carrack's massive. I owned a Carrack before 318 took it away. Oh, a little lag there. I don't know if I'll own a Carrack again. This is the same problem I have with all large ships, is that it's a multi-crew ship, and I do not have a multi-crew. It's usually just me and my brother, and that's about it. I am part of an organization, but they have their own ships. So, and one of them is a Carrack. So it's got a lot of storage. I believe I saw you can get quite a few Furies in here. Look at all these. Yeah. This is all for SCU. Here's the turret in the back. I'm hesitant to get in any of the seats, because these show ships tend to lock you into them sometimes. It's hard to get out. See? Look, I just clicked on that to enter turret. It didn't do anything. Okay, I'm not. Here's how I like to do it. I owned a Carrack. Here's how I did it. I'll show you how I found my way to the bridge, because this is the way you're supposed to do it. No, there's actually an elevator. So, come on. Wow, I really hurt myself there. That's cool.
Welcome to the Invictus ship.
Service ladder. Oh, the elevator's right here. Okay. Can you tell how many times I use this ship? Not very often. Pretty much what I found flying this ship was that whenever you are in it, flying around, people just shoot at you. They're fun. I don't believe the pilot has any guns.
My friend at school, he said he might come over.
Oh. Somebody said their friend at school might come over.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And he said he would probably call us. So, I don't know.
Okay, look at me healing.
Which friend is
So this is the coolest thing about the Carrack is that
But we don't have
it's got its own medical facilities. It's got its own. You can set your location to here so that if you're out, you can respawn back here instead of back at your last save point. You know, your last login point. So if you have a big mission with friends, you can just park it, and here's your spot to... Oh, this is the elevator again. This is your spot to respawn. It always throws me off because I keep forgetting in here that the... Would you like to play some space pool? I don't know how you know whose balls are whose. But the entrance to the ship, the ramp in the front, always throws me off because usually the ramp is in the back. This is like your meeting area or your habitation area. So I tend to always want to get in through the... I tend to always want to get in through the back of the ship and go forward. So I get in through the front, underneath here, and I run to the back thinking that's where the... Yeah, so here we are. So up above is like a place you can actually command and fly the ship up there. Other than that, this is the pilot seat and 2 co-pilot seats. Like I said, I'm scared to get in them, so I don't. So the upper bridge is that spot. You can stand right up here and control the ship right from this spot, like you king of the world. I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken, it is a crew of 6. Then of course here is a hatch. You can put small ships in there and launch them up through the center there. This thing is like a base. So when I came across a bunch of money in the game, I said on chat several times, I said, you know, if you had a ship, if you had a bunch of money, what ship would you buy? And everyone said this ship. So I bought it. And I mean, it would have been great if I was more active and more social, I guess the word is. But I'm not. So for me, it was kind of a waste of money, but it wasn't real money, so that's okay. It's an awesome ship if you plan on doing big things in the game. Here is the Gladiator. I don't know much about this ship. It is, I believe it's considered a heavy fighter. I don't know why they put AI to stand in front of the thing you want to read. Bomber. Okay, sorry, bomber. It's pretty cool looking. It's I heard it's not that great though. I've never tried it. Know nothing about it. You don't see them that often out in the verse. So if you're looking for something that you don't see that often, this is it. Let's see, how do you get in this thing?
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
So this must be the turret. I don't think it's gonna let me turn it. Even if you power it up, I'll bet you can't. Is there a power? Exit ship.
For centuries, Invictus has been a time for friends and family to come together and celebrate the pleasant duty, service.
Shields offline.
Power was on. Okay, they're not gonna give you any.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
No turning. Yeah, okay. So I think we're in the turret, yeah. Sheesh. Look at it.
This is Anvil Aerospace International Territory. Pilots and politicians
It's not letting me,
spacecraft and vehicles for hundreds of operations.
No, that was the pilot seat. So I guess it is. Yeah, like I said, I know nothing about this ship. I guess that's the pilot seat. Hopefully the guns are a slave to the pilot. Well, I don't know. Something about that ship just doesn't interest me. But
Invictus is a celebration of the
I am not an Anvil fan. I am not a fan of the Hornets either. So
opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members
there are a few ships over here I'm somewhat interested in, and they're inexpensive. These Pisces ships. This one, I believe, is medical. Yeah. So you can do medical runs, which is actually, you don't have any shortage of things to do. There are always people looking for help that are stranded somewhere and looking for assistance. It's just like endless. So here you can fix them up. And then this is just a regular exploration one, I believe. Yeah. It's got seats for 3. So they're fairly inexpensive and good to like make a daily driver out of. Here's the Hawk. This is like the bounty hunter ship, they say. It has no missiles. I don't believe it has any missiles. This is forever on display in Area 18 in the dealership there. You can go see it anytime you want. So you don't have to rush to the show to give it a look. It has, of course, the little prisoner seat in the back. Where you lock in your prisoner that you've captured. I don't know how you do that exactly. Maybe you can pick them up with the tractor beam and stuff them in there. I don't know. I always thought the ship would be a good option for people asking for rescue, you know, because you go there and it's always a danger letting them in your ship with you because they could shoot you and take your ship or whatever, be jerks. But if you say, hey, you want to ride out of here, get in the back here, there's not a whole hell of a lot they can do. If their intentions are pure, they'll be glad just to get out of there. But if they're not, they don't have any options. This is a ship I was somewhat interested in, but I've watched a few reviews and I was like, I don't know. This is the Terrapin. This is meant for exploration, but it's supposed to be like a turtle. It's supposed to have great shields, but it also was boasting great weapons. And that doesn't seem to be the case. From what the reviews said, the weapons are mediocre and it'll take you forever to kill anything. Wow. And I don't have a light. I don't have a helmet on, so I don't have a light. Sorry. I don't know where the light switch is. And yeah, they said so. Your shields are okay, but they said you're never going to kill anything with this. You're not. So it's mainly like a turtle. It's like just run away. So I don't know. And when you look at the website page for this, it says it is a one-person ship, but there's 2 seats here. This is some kind of science support station for scanning. It's supposed to be a scanning ship. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of a tanky defensive ship. I understand why it doesn't have big guns, because then it would be a nasty thing to deal with, but I don't know. If it was $75, $80, you know, comparable to the Pisces, I could be down with that, but it's $220. So this is definitely a buy-in game type of ship. This is the only guns they have. I believe they're size 2, and that's it. So buy it in game and then be done. All right, let's go downstairs now. Let's take a look at the ground vehicles. That was AI. Is this the ballista? Yep. I have no experience with this. I know that currently I believe that turrets at bunker sites don't shoot at wheeled vehicles. So you'd have a great advantage here. They do shoot at things that hover. So dragonflies and stuff get blowed up. But not this. Which is weird, because this is way more dangerous than a dragonfly. You can rent it. Cool. It's interesting how the cursor's moving across the screen. I don't know why. Huh. Let's get out of here. I feel unsafe. Wow. I'm up in the ceiling. Let's see here. There we go. Pretty cool looking vehicle. Yeah, my knowledge of it is somewhat limited. Jeez, that one was even huger. Centurion.
Although Invictus is a celebration
Lots of guns there.
we're about to ship off to begin the trade, launch vehicles only provides an opportunity to celebrate
I assume they are all identical inside.
gives our active service members much needed recreational leave. Be sure to thank Starbucks.
Yep. And then this is the Spartan. Looks like it's mainly transport focused. Yeah, this has lots of seats. I have only been in an Ursa, so pretty cool. Is there a...
Operators trained for a variety of
Yeah, I think there is.
Before they combat search and rescue training, they are some of the few non-marine military personnel who are invited to train with the Marines on the hostile environments of Corin.
This is the Crucible. What is it? Crucible? Heavy repair ship. No idea when that gameplay is going to happen. And then this is, wow, it's really, apparently guys are inside of there. Interesting.
Navy couldn't be prouder of our
Legionnaire.
partnership with Anvil Aerospace. Their fighters, exploration ships,
This is small.
and transports are on the front line every day, keeping the Empire safe.
You can buy this right now. I saw it in
Continue
there.
relationship with them and invite you to take a look at their work up close.
You can buy pretty much everything. There's one ship, that freaking Lightning. I'll bet you can't buy that. If you could rent it, I'd be shocked. They kind of keep that one safe. Liberator. And this is a transport, huh? A lot of transport ships. A lot of drop ships, boarding ships. I don't know.
Welcome
I'm not
to
sure the
Invictus
gameplay is there for that right now. Maybe it is, and I'm just not involved in it. But... Whoa. Dude. That girl is very popular. Okay. So I think we're down to just one hull left, right? We just got to go take a look at all of the Hornets. Yeah, yeah. There's the Lightning.
That will be opening on MacArthur in the new year. Together,
Wow, big crowd of people here. Neat. Jeez. I don't know why they're having frame rate issues. Huh. Wow. Okay. Here are the Hornets. These are the Anvil fighters. I'm pretty sure they are not light fighters.
Pilots and politicians alike have cited their spacecraft and vehicles for hundreds of
Medium fighter.
combat.
This is the standard Hornet. It has one pilot. That's it. Is this the Ghost? No, this is just another regular. Isn't that? Am I wrong? Probably. I don't know. M2 Hornet. This is a medium fighter. This is not the regular Hornet. MK2. Okay. Cool. Cool. I don't know what that means. And then this is also a medium fighter. So apparently these are different loadouts. I don't know.
And scientists
Not my cup of tea. The whole flat design with the big weird tail, I don't know. Not my thing. There are many other variants of this, lots and lots and lots. So one of them's a Super Hornet with just two crew. So maybe I haven't seen it yet, but it's kind of weird that's not here. This is the Valkyrie. Wow, Valkyrie's really big. Lots of seats. Valkyrie's a dropship, I believe. There's guns. Sarah. Way up into the cockpit. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of a stained glass window thing there. Very Warhammer-ish. Yep. Really slow ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. This is a turret, I assume. Yep. And then gunner. Wow, those things are loaded. And then the pilot here. Okay, there. Living risky, people. Get in the pilot seat. Oh, we're locked up. It's already a bad sign.
Exploration ships and transports are on the front
Oh,
line,
there we go.
every day keeping the Empire safe. We look forward to our continued relationship with you and invite you to take a look.
Pretty cool looking ship, gotta admit. Doesn't look like it has any guns underneath except for the front turret, I guess.
For those with loved ones setting off today
Yep,
to begin their life,
does have a gun down there. This thing
fly on
is,
friends and family.
I want to go look. I always thought this was a dropship. This looks like a gunship to me. Let's see if I can get out. Please let me out. Please let me out. Thank you. Wow, this thing's... I'm not gonna lie, this thing's pretty badass. This thing is pretty badass.
Ever since Anvil Aerospace emerged with the Terrapin, pilots and politicians alike have cited their spacecraft and vehicles for hundreds of operations.
Well, of course, there's somebody standing there.
Exploration.
Military industrial? What does that mean? The Valkyrie ups the ante, a troop transport designed to carry 20 soldiers as well as vehicles to the most hostile locations. This conflict-ready craft is formidable force both in offensive and defensive. Would you get out of my way, lady? Built with the military and private defense contractors in mind, the Valkyrie is one of the most effective and efficient and effective personnel transports in its class. Yeah, this thing's pretty badass. I like it. I think this might be my favorite Anvil ship. Didn't even know I had one. Well, okay. Talking about favorite Anvil ships. Here we are, the freaking Lightning. The one they don't let anybody touch. Can you rent it? Of course not. You can't rent the Lightning. This is the tease. Son of a... You can't rent it, you certainly can't buy it. Can I get in it? You can't even get in it. Open canopy, closed canopy. You can't get in the ship. You're joking. You son of a
For
bee.
centuries, the Invictus has been a time for friends and family to come together and celebrate the pillars of duty, service, and security.
I love the lines in this ship. I don't know in reality if aerodynamically it's feasible to be that way at all. I would say probably not. But man, it's a good look. It is a good looking ship and they won't let you have it. I heard a rumor you can get one if you spend $10,000 or more in the game.
The UEE Navy is proud to announce that
I don't know if it's worth that. Considering most of the ships you buy have bugs and aren't ready to do what they're meant to do, I have a hard time spending a lot of money because you spend a lot of money on something you expect it to perform and be good, and when it's like, oh, thanks for donating to the game, these will eventually be awesome. I don't know. That's hard. That's a hard sell. So here's the Hurricane. I have mixed feelings on the Hurricane. I've spent a lot of time in a Hurricane, mainly in the turret. My brother owned one before the 3.18 patch. He really loved it. I don't like ships that don't have an interior that you can walk around in. In this, you are either in the pilot seat sitting down or you're in the turret sitting down. There is no inside, there's no bed, there's no storage, or, you know. And I don't understand the color combination of green and bull and red. It's kind of Christmassy. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Hurricane, although I understand performance-wise they do perform, and they certainly do have a lot of paint jobs. They just released another pack of 4 that do have some nice looks to them. I don't understand why their pack of 4 paint schemes is $26 on sale. I don't know why it costs so much, but there you go. I'm looking at the floor every time. And so I think that's Anvil. I think that's all of Anvil right there. I think we saw it all. I'm not going to give Best of Show to the Lightning because it is not a real ship. Best of Show for me is the Valkyrie, man. This thing is freaking cool. How much is the Valkyrie in the store? I'm sorry, $375 is the amount, and that's a lot of money.
To get a better understanding of what they have to look forward to in naval service.
I do like it, but wow. Oof. Oh, ma'am, I think you have a problem. I like that paint scheme on the Lightning better than the one in the showroom, but all right, that is day 5 and day 6 of the Invictus Launch Week show. Next one is the rest of them, so it'll have some of all the other brands, Origin and Consolidated Outland, something, you know, all those ships. And then, of course, the real day. The real show is coming, I believe, on the 27th, because I'm not really a military guy. I lean more towards the pirate side of things, so Drake Show is what I'm looking forward to, which is after this one. Yeah, we saw everything, correct? We certainly did. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for joining me again for day 5 and 6. Look at that chap just went by. I'll see you in the next day, 7 and 8. When it's going to be, what is it? It's going to be all the rest of the, there was a huge list of what's coming. Okay. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you've been enjoying these. And I have regular uploads every Friday, but this week's special because of the show. So, thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.